going on, guys? Drew Inverse, Santiago Jr., Gary, Joe Mama 6'9" in the house. Gil Flores, Alex, what's good? Ex Bootlickers in the house, what's good? Hell yeah. Biscuits and is that biscuits and gravy? Sick. First Amendment Auditor. Yeah, guys, I got a couple of minutes before I got to go to work here, so I just wanted to talk about this sheriff that was shot and killed in Palmdale, guys. It's pretty sad to hear about a life being taken, but it's really sad the effort that the sheriff's department put into catching their own being executed or killed on the streets when they don't put that much effort into saving a civilian's life or trying to find out what happened with the civilian. It sickens me that the sheriffs, they have all these, different press conferences and all this stuff, for one of their own. But when somebody else gets shot or killed or stabbed in the streets, it's like, oh yeah, let's do our investigation. All right, on to the next one, you know. So for me, it's just another gang member off the streets. To be honest, like no remorse, no nothing. It's sad to know somebody lost their life, but to know that it was LASD gang that violate people's rights and harass and threaten with arrest and take people to jail, and then they put extra effort in to find figure out their own crimes. Nah, man, that don't fly with me. You know what I'm saying? They have the authority, the power to make a difference in the community, and instead they terrorize the community, guys. They're terrorizers. They're terrorists. Especially in Palmdale. I don't know if you guys ever been to Palmdale or ever dealt with any sheriffs in Palmdale or Lancaster area. They think they are above the law, guys. They think they are God's gift to policing. They will arrest you for words, for feelings, for an attitude. They'll arrest you for anything. And even though it'll become a DA reject because the DA can't prosecute something like that, they don't care. They'll still take you to jail. They'll still ruin your life. They'll still make sure you don't go to work the next day. You can't pick up your kids from school. You can't see your wife when you get home because you're not coming home. You know what? How does that feel, LASD? To not be able to come home, man. To get shot by somebody, by get shot in the back by a LASD gang member that's scared for their life. When somebody's running away, you got to shoot them in the back. All of a sudden, you're super sensitive about one of your own getting shot out on the streets. Yeah, that's pretty sad, man. I got no respect for the sheriffs, man. No respect. They're trash, straight trash. You call them for service, they don't do nothing. They show up and they just harass you instead of taking care of the situation. You know, I'm sorry, man, but yeah, I don't know who this deputy was, but if he was led by anybody in Palmdale, he was heading in the wrong direction. I don't care where he came from or how good of a cop he was or how much effort he wanted to make a difference. In Palmdale, you're corrupt no matter what. Those cops are the worst. So no remorse, guys. No remorse. Those guys are trash. Man, I've been harassed by Palmdale sheriffs so many times in different situations. They harassed us at the library up in Palmdale. They harassed. I got arrested over there in that area. I think it was Lancaster. It's the same shit though. They're the same. Palmdale, Lancaster, same difference. Same tyrants, same abuse of authority. You know, they get no respect, guys. No respect. No respect at all. Not a little bit. Mm-mm. Yep. And then when I was in jail, when they arrested me for telling this guy to mind his own business and get back to work and to f off, and then they arrested me for that. And then they want to treat you like trash when you're locked up. They want to put you down and point a finger at you and say, why don't you get a real job? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And in reality, Why don't they get a real job? They're over here ruining people's lives. Why don't they get a real job? Hey, LASD, why don't you get a real job, man? Do something, do something good for the community. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going out there and terrorizing people, and then look what happens. Sick, huh? Is that sick or no, guys? I mean, I was just on my way to work right now because I got a job. When I want to, I can have a job if I want to. It's called a career, okay? You dip in and out whenever you want. It doesn't matter. Never fired, you know, never laid off. You know, you come and go as you go. You know, so I was on my way to my career job, you know, driving in, and I ran into that sheriff video, and I was watching it, and I was just like, man, these guys put so much effort into finding who killed their own, you know, but when it comes to one of us civilians out here, somebody that got shot in the back, even by a sheriff deputy, even they become innocent, you know? You know, it's pathetic, you know, and they're over here putting all this effort, you know, oh, I want to thank the family, I want to thank this, I want to thank that. Like, oh, well, good for you, dude, you know? But who knows what that sheriff did to terrorize the community, why he got targeted. You know what I'm saying? He might have just it might have been a straight target right on that deputy. It couldn't. I'm sure it wasn't random. You know what I'm saying? But if it was, hey, you know, that's the hate that they create for themselves. You know, with all this corruption and gang violence, the corruption that they cause, and all the harassment that they do to the people. You know, and you know, falsely arresting people, and just, you know, straight taking people to jail for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they got to think about how they handle their job a little bit differently, so they can earn some respect. Until then, they ain't got no respect, man. And that word should be across California. No respect for those pigs, because they have no respect for us, guys. You know, just yesterday, you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the video. I was at yesterday doing an audit, First Amendment audit, and a cop shows up, and PLA asks him, hey, well, you know, aren't you for the First Amendment? And he's like, oh, well, I guess, you know, like he's all confused about what his job is, you know? Like your job is all about the First Amendment. It's all about our rights, you know? It's all about equality for all, you know? It's like these guys, they don't get it. Oh, well, I guess, you know, I'm a thin blue line, right? So, you know, I guess I support it somehow, you know, a little bit. It's like, what? You're supposed to support it 100%. You're supposed to be on board 100% to protect our rights. You know what I'm saying? Not just a little 10% or 50% or I might be, you know, 60% in. No, you should be 100% ready to defend and protect our rights, straight out. You know, so you know they get no respect, man. And I'm not even feeling bad that that sheriff got, you know, taken out, because, like I said, Palmdale is the worst, guys. They are the worst. They will straight out, they will make stuff up just to, you know, harass you, throw you in jail, and then, you know, just to ruin your life. They don't care. Out there in Palmdale, they do not care. AV Watchman lives out there. When he was active, they would harass him left and right. Every time they saw him, they were coming up to him talking about, oh, you know, you need to go see this person, you need to see that person, you got a warrant, you know, oh yeah, you're on probation, you can't be here, you know, shit like that. It's like, and not only that, I mean, I've had my own personal experiences with Palmdale, and they're the worst, man. They're the worst. Like I said, when I got arrested, they want to put you down, make you feel shame, you know, and talk down to you, and you know why? Because they have you in their possession, locked up, and they know that you can't do nothing about it. So what do? They put you down. They make you feel like trash, you know. So hey, I hope they all rest in peace, straight out, rest in peace, and enjoy the rest of your life, sheriffs, because you are getting what's coming to you, you know, straight out. You know, and until you change, until things are changed and you guys start acting like you're here to protect and serve the people, you know, things are not going to change out here, and people are never going to have respect for you. So how about you bank on that? How about you bank on having some respect for the people that you patrol and that you're out here to protect and serve? Don't forget, you're here to protect and serve, not harass, and maybe you'll earn some respect one day. Until then, you're fucked. You are fucked. Let me tell you, that's a sad day for the sheriff's department, man, when nobody has respect for them because of the trash behavior that comes out of those departments. And who do we have to blame, guys? It's the leadership. It's the leadership. I blame the leadership because if the leadership is corrupt, that means everybody under them is corrupt as well, guys. I don't care how well they trained or how many stars they earned, you know, before they graduated. It doesn't matter. What matters is the leadership. If the leadership is corrupt, guess what? The rest of them are trash. And those are facts, guys. Those are the facts. You know, that's what you need to pay attention to. Yeah, these officers and deputies, man. It doesn't matter how well they did or what their attitude is coming into this. It's the leadership. Okay. And also yesterday, we got detained yesterday, guys, because they said that we had guns. Okay, but once they figured out that it was a taser, they should have let us go. They shouldn't have handcuffed us and sat us down on the curb. There's no need for that behavior. You already made a mistake. You know that we didn't have a gun. Okay, so you should have said, "Oh, okay, it's a taser. Okay, you don't have no other weapons. Let me just pat you down. Okay, you're good. All right. Sorry about that. Have a good day. I apologize for violating your rights today." But no, they don't do that. They don't do that for a minute. No, they start roughing me up, twisting the arms, put you in handcuffs. They started pushing me down to the ground. Man, they did the most. And then I actually give it to the leadership on that one because the sergeant shows up and right away tells them, "No, we got to get these guys out of cuffs." So the sergeant comes up and gets the cuffs off of me, and then but hey, you know what? What's to blame on that is the leadership not taking charge. Maybe maybe he's getting bullied. Maybe they need better leadership there because they're not doing their job properly. Straight out, they're not. They're not. Yesterday was a good learning experience for all of us. Those audits that me and PLA did yesterday, because you can tell that these cops are so uneducated, guys. They are so untrained. They don't even know how to enforce like a simple call. And hey, it is what it is, man. It's either they learn to do their job or they get no respect. And that's it. And what else can we do about that? We can't do nothing. It's on them, guys. It's on them to make a difference for themselves, make a difference for the community. You know, come back strong and you know think about the civilian safety first. I was watching a video last time and they were shooting up these, I guess, chasing some dude with a gun, and they're in a gun battle, and these cops are just shots fired all over the place. His house is getting hit in the background and everything. It's like, dude, where's the regard for public safety? You know what I mean? It's like they don't think. They just pull out that weapon, boom, 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 start shooting people. Another video I was watching where the cops, they're chasing this guy, and he actually does have a gun on him, and the guy drops the gun, and instead of them shooting his hand, they unload like 30 shots into his body. Boom, 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 boom. Just lit him up. Like, damn, dude, what's wrong with you guys? Wow. So it's like, where are these police getting their training from? What is it that what's their mentality like when they're leaving their houses in the morning? I think maybe a little more mental evaluations are due, to have these officers on the streets. Got to find where their mentality's at, first and foremost, because if their mentality's not there, believe me, they're going to be corrupt all the way around out there. Yep. So just be careful out there, guys, especially when it comes to the police. I mean, I know we try to make, we do our audits and we're involved with cops all the time, and we laugh about it, but sometimes it's not a laughing matter. These guys are ready to pull out that weapon and take you down. And especially yesterday, we had an unhinged officer, one of the female officers that was there yesterday. She's all trying to rough me up, and she couldn't do it. I mean, she has no purpose. She has no reason. She has. She shouldn't. She should be like in a kitchen somewhere. She she has no reason to want to become a police officer. She has no strength. She has no authority. And if she couldn't rough me up, what is she gonna do with the next guy? She's gonna pull out her gun and just shoot him because she knows she can rough him up. It's like, dude, like she tried to kick my leg. You know how they kick your leg on the inside to spread your legs? Have you guys ever experienced that? They're like, spread your legs, and boom, they give you a big old kick on your foot, and your foot flying open. And they spread them. Well, she tried to do that to me, and my foot didn't even move. I was like, dude, you're over here trying to rough me up, and you can't even do it. What's wrong with you? And she's like, oh, shut up, shut up. She's all, it was dumb. That was sad. But that's the type of officer that knows next time she has to pull out her weapon because her strength is not good enough. And that's probably how the rest of these cowards work. I'm not strong enough to take this guy down, so I'm just gonna pull out my gun and take care of him this way. You know. But you know what? That qualified immunity is out the window, man. These officers got to start, being held responsible on a personal level. So it is what it is, guys. But that's crazy, man. It's like all this effort they put into finding, oh, our deputy. Well, what has that deputy done good for the community for you to be so like upset that he's gone? You're not gone when one of the civilians are gone. You're not upset when somebody else gets shot in the back or killed or thrown in jail. You're not sad about that. Why are you so sad now, Mr. Luna? Deputy Luna or Sheriff Luna, whatever the hell you are. Why are you so sad now? What about all those people that got shot in the back, trying to run away from the cops? Trying to in fear for their life. Why aren't you sad making all kinds of press conferences about that? You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you over here reprimanding all these deputies that are creating all these false arrests and ruining people's lives? Why aren't you so upset about that? You know what I'm saying? We're ass backwards thinking with the sheriff, guys. Ass backwards thinking. His his whole thing, the department is to protect and serve the community. And if one of their lives are lost, that's part of their job, right? It's Hey, I'm just being honest, straight out. But one of our lives being lost is not part of their job. They're here to protect and serve us. And even criminals, somebody that's breaking the law, they will have their chance in front of the judge. Innocent until proven guilty. Not just pull out your gun and shoot them because with the way you're feeling. You see what I'm saying? Oh man, yeah, that just got me going this morning, man. I was just like, the hell, what's all this extra effort, to find, please, guys. He's all talking about, oh, guys, everybody has cameras. Everybody has cameras. You have cell phones and all these cameras. Somebody must have seen something. It's like, yeah, what about your body cameras when they disappear? What about when somebody gets shot in the back and then there's no body camera? What about that? How about you regulate your own, Lunar? How about you make sure your systems are up and running and up to par before you reach out to the public and ask them for help. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Hey, you know what? Another gang member off the streets is the way I see it, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, guys. SGB News first. I'm out for now, guys. I gotta go to work, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.